Hello dear traders, welcome to InstaForex TV channel. You're watching a weekly link up with me, Anna Kasatkina. We'd like to discuss the ongoing situation on Forex with technical analyst Peter Yakimovic and forecast further moves of popular currency pairs. This week, traders are revising their over-optimism about the rapid pace of the US economic recovery from the pandemic. Last Friday, investors were discouraged by weak US non-farm payrolls for January. On January 10, market participants found out fresh evidence of a limping economic revival. Consumer inflation remained almost flat, defying expectations for a higher CPI. So the US dollar is heading for the first losing week in 3. Now it's pinned near 2-week lows. So for how long is the greenback trapped in a narrow trading range? Let's ask our technical expert Peter Yakimovic. Hi Peter.
Hello there traders. On the euro versus US dollar, basically what I found is that there is still a head and shoulders formation in the play, but there was one reaction from buyers basically after the non-farm employment change that happened last week, and basically that caused the euro to rally, and we did have quite strong rally, but I still need to treat this like a corrective form based on the previous price action. And I will say, as long as the euro can stay below 1.2 and 190, we can still say that this head and shoulders is active pattern. So in terms of the patterns, we still might see the euro continue with the downside, and still the target is set at the 1.1800 level. But if the euro will take and trade above the 1.2190, then obviously this head and shoulders will be negated and this pattern will be negated. So it's near the decision level. So or the euro can go downside, which is still active, or if we penetrate that resistance and the right shoulder of the pattern, that head and shoulders will probably be negated, and we can see much higher price on the euro. So there's a still chance for a downside, and I will say that until the euro trades above the 1.2190, I must treat this like a corrective structure on the euro. So my expectation is for the further downside.
The pound-dollar pair clearly needs a downward correction. The sterling has been extremely overbought, holding firmly at highs against the US dollar, right?
On the British pound versus US dollar, still the rising wedge is a very important pattern, and we are developing this pattern for many months. So the price is made a higher high, but still the condition and the pattern is suggesting that there is a potential for the sell-off to happen on this one. Now, I don't see any clear signal for a sell side, but I will be aware of taking the long and try to hold for a longer period, because there is this rising wedge and we're on the top of the rising trend line. So my expectation will be any kind of the downside sell-off, which can be followed by a rally on the lower volume, can be an opportunity for sell. So I will prefer sell opportunities in terms if I see the sell-off and the decent rally after that sell-off. The downside target on the British pound versus US dollar can be at the 1.3600 level, which is a basically important pivot level based on the previous price action according to a daily time frame.
Apart from the US dollar, gold has also got stuck in a range-bound market. What can you say about that?
On the gold, gold is pretty much, let's say that with the quotes, dead market in the last few weeks. Gold is trading very, very sideways, and there is no imbalance so far on this market. Moving averages are very, very tight and near each other. Obviously, 1860 level is a great resistance level, and price is trading near that level. So in that sense, we are close to resistance. So my expectation will be that we might see the downside rotation, and maybe even 1781 to be on the test. So it's a neutral stance, but I will give slightly more chance for a downside rotation on this symbol.
Thank you, Peter, for your trading analysis, and see you next week. You have watched the Link Up on InstaForex TV channel with me, Anna Kasatkina, and Peter Yakimovic, technical analyst of InstaForex. We wish you always profitable trading and see you soon.